going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my 7th episode of Valhelsia 3. And today, we get set up with a Mekanism ore miner and some windmills to power it. Enjoy the video. Alright guys, real quick before the episode gets started, I forgot to add a subscriber to the subscriber hall. So let's do that real quick. We're going to add in, live loosely. I believe that's how you spell it. Alright. Live loosely. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting and liking. Really appreciate it. Alrighty then guys. Let's get started. I don't have a whole lot I want to do today, so this should be a fairly quick episode. I just want to get a digital miner set up for some auto mining. Some wind generators to power this thing, because our setup outside's not going to cover it. And these are just a couple things that I want to go along with it. So let's get it done. First thing we're going to want to do is craft this osmium compressor. We're going to need some advanced control circuits. Take 2 of those and grab this guy. And I'll throw it here for now. Now the way this osmium compressor works is we throw refined obsidian in there. And then we need some osmium. And we put that in there like that. Okay, so I'm going to have to actually move this thing, because all of my power is going from, the power that should be in here is going into here, because I drained it a good bit when I was getting some of the stuff processed for this episode. So as you can see, we're processing through this osmium, which is turned into liquid osmium, to craft refined obsidian ingots. And we'll just start with 2 for now. We'll see what we can do in a minute. So we don't need that anymore. We're going to need to craft up, I'll go with 12 of these energy tablets. Craft the basic energy cube, and then an advanced energy cube. Cross that out. Craft as many of these as we can, which seems to be 4. Let's see, how much power do these generate? I'll just plot one of them down. We're generating 82 power. That'd be 82 FE per tick, which we're fairly high up in the sky, but the higher you put them up in the sky, the better they work. So I may end up building that up in the sky. I don't know what I'm going to do with it just yet. Grab these out of here. We'll work with those 2. And I may end up needing to build more of them, but for now, we're going to need some atomic alloys. And these atomic alloys, let's see, I have a few reinforced alloys and obsidian. Some of this enriched obsidian. We're going to take that. So is it 1-to-1? I don't know how this works. Okay, so it's 1-to-2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should make 8 of them. So we'll start with that many. There we go. Grab. It needs more of these energy tablets. Let's make some more. We're gonna need a personal chest. Wait, what am I missing? Some regular chests. Okay, I can do that. And there's the personal chest. And there's our Robot. The Robot's a little robot you can make follow you around and stuff. I don't care to use them for anything, so I'm not going to. Need a logistical sorter, which means we need a couple pistons. And 2 of those. There we go. So we got everything except for these teleportation cores. Got a couple of those now. And there's our digital miner. So we got the digital miner set up. Got that. We got, let's make a couple more wind generators, why not? Alright, 3 more. We're also going to need some cables to transfer the power. And I think we're getting to the point now to where we can use some advanced cables, which can transfer up to 51,000 FE per tick, so I think we'll be fine there. And let me find a place that I want to set this up, and I'll come back with you shortly. Yes, we got a little small area cleared out. We are currently just northeast of our main base, and right here is where our old base was at. This is our nether portal, so it's still in the general area, but I wanted to get away from here. And I also chose the spot because it's relatively elevated, so we'll get a good bit of power generation from these things. So, that doesn't look quite right. Let's see, what if we do a offset? Yeah, that looks better. Alright. And then, there, and there. It's kind of cutting into the tree, but it'll be okay. And we're gonna get these cables running down here. So those are all connected up, and we'll just cover them up like this. Cover that up a little bit more. Got all of our cables set up, and then we're gonna find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is, there is a center one. It looks like it's this one. So I'm gonna run over from there our cables, cover it back up, and set down our advanced energy cube. Have an input from the bottom and output on top. Now, not entirely sure if there's a yeah, there is a power in on the bottom. I thought there was. I just wanted to be sure. So if I place it just like that, we have our digital miner, and we can configure this thing with many different things. One thing I know I want for sure is Silk Touch, and it uses 720 Fe per tick. These windmills are generating 82 each, and it has 7 of them, so that's still not really going to cover the cost of power, I don't think. Let me do a quick calculation. That's only generating 574 Fe per tick with all of these windmills. So, the power here is, we're going to need, let's say we make 5 more windmills, and we'll offset them back here in the back. And then that should cover our power costs. And even then, this thing's still going to be pretty slow. Let's see, what kind of tags do we got? Let's see if we can tag ore. We have a filter. Let me go get some more windmills. Let me get this thing set up with the tags, and I'll be back with you shortly. Alright, I got the extra 5 windmills set up. So now we're generating about 900 something Fe per tick, which is enough to power this thing. And I ended up crafting this dictionary. So what you do with the dictionary is you throw any item inside of it. You can throw coal or you can throw obsidian. And I figured out that I can go forge, ores, and I can use that as a tag filter, and it'll filter every type of ore in the game. So then when I turn this thing on, it'll just automatically mine ores and not worry about stone or anything like that. I also want to do obsidian, so we're going to go to another tag. We're going to go forge, obsidian. Check it. We get obsidian over here on the left. That's actually soft obsidian, but you see how it is. So we have our 2 filters that we want to mine. And we're going to want to auto eject, which I need to go get a chest, so I'll be right back. Alright, I ended up grabbing a diamond chest. I believe we can put this on the back to get output. We set this on auto eject. That way it'll automatically output into that chest. And we can press start. It says 1.7 thousand FE per tick needed now. Why is that? Why did that go up so much? If I turn auto eject off, does it go down? What if I turn off silk touch? Does it go down then? Yeah, it goes way down if you turn off silk touch. But the problem with turning off silk touch is then like ores like diamonds and stuff won't get fortune because I have a fortune pickaxe in my base. Turn auto eject off. It doesn't, auto eject doesn't affect the power. It's the silk touch which is causing it to go up to several thousand, which I think is just a bit absurd, but it is what it is, and there's nothing to do but to work with it. So, what's the verdict? Change the radius back down to like 15. Alright, so that is manageable. We can manage this, and then we don't have to craft any more windmills. Now, if we go to visuals on, well, we're not actually going to be able to see it from here, but it's not going to be have as many blocks to mine, but that'll be alright, because at least we can always just move it later and use a flux plug to power it. If we press start, it's got 2,000 blocks to mine. All those blocks are going to get put straight into this chest. And you can see we're already getting coal, iron, gold, redstone, everything we could ever need. And eventually we'll get our power system upgrade and we'll be able to fully max this thing out, and probably also use some laser miners from Industrial Foregoing. But this is doing pretty good for now. It's definitely an early auto mining setup, but it is what it is. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap us up for today. I know it was a short episode, but I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out a lot, and I'll catch you in the next one.